As we have seen in the presentation, again from the book it is given, no? From the book we will see. See, in the first page it is given what is library. Okay, so the notes in the box it is given, no? A library refers to a collection of modules that together cater to specific type of needs or applications. So library refers to a collection of modules. Okay, and that module may contain many functions and names. Okay, names and other objects too. So library is collection of modules that you have to remember. Okay, again, what is module? We have to see what is module. Okay, what is a module? The act of partitioning a program. When you are partitioning a program, we will partition it into many sub programs. Okay, so that individual components is called as that. It may be in any format. Okay, it may be in form of functions or in the form of sub programs. So many things are there. So when we are splitting it into many parts, when the big program is splitted into multiple components, then that individual components are called as modules, and that process is called as modularity. Okay, that property is called as modularity. The module is a separate unit. It can run itself. Okay, it can be executed separately, standalone. And the usage of modules, okay, it ensures reducing the complexity, because modules makes the big program into smaller pieces, so it reduces the complexity to some degree. Okay, and then number of well-defined units will be there. So each unit will have its own document which helps updating, editing and debugging the program easy. Okay, so this is what the advantage of using modules. And definition of module is an individual component. If a big program is splitted into many components, each component is called as a module, and that property of that program is called as modularity. Okay, and we have many libraries in our Python. Okay, many libraries in our Python. See, commonly a library is a multiple modules, a collection of modules. Okay, that we have already seen. So what is library, what is module, that we will see. See here, Python has a standard library. That means in standard Python library, some of the modules are inbuilt. So though some sample modules are given in your book. Okay, so that is math module, CMath, random, statistics module and URL lib. Okay, math is for mathematical functions and CMath is for complex numbers, mathematical functions, and random module is for providing functions for generating random numbers. We used to say random numbers, they are actually helpful while generating unique IDs. Okay, unique ID numbers or some codes we will generate for storing in database for the identification of a record uniquely. For that we use unique identification, that is called as pseudo random numbers. For generating it randomly we use this module. Okay, and statistics module is for providing mathematical statistical functions. Then URL lib, URL uniform resource locator, URL lib is used for handling the URL functionalities, that is used along with website creations, right? So these are the modules available in the standard library. And then we have additional libraries which you can add it later or you can install it optionally. Okay, so Python standard library will be available along with the core. Okay, but this one NumPy, SciPy, tkinter and matplotlib, malplotlib, okay, library. All these functions are available separately. You can download it or you can import it whenever you want it. Okay, so these are called as special functions, special libraries. So those are modules, and these NumPy, SciPy are libraries, because these libraries have so many modules inside that. Understand? So modules have so many number of functions and names. NumPy, SciPy, this kind of libraries have so many modules, like those math, CMath, random, like that. They have so many modules. Understand? In this, NumPy is for mathematical functionalities, some advanced. Okay, and for manipulating the arrays, numerical arrays. Arrays means here we are using lists and tuples, no? And then here SciPy is for scientific calculations, like using algorithms, logarithmic tables. Those kind of calculations will be added here, so it will be available here. So we can make use of those modules from this SciPy library. And tkinter library is contains a toolkit. Okay, when we are creating interface for our project, interface, you know, this form, no, form kind of thing, it has so many controls, command buttons, lists, and text boxes. So all those things are called as graphical user interface, GUI, right? GUI means graphical user interface. So nothing but it contains the number of tools which are used by the customer, okay, user, to feed the data and to view the reports. So they are called as GUIs, graphical user interface. And for that we use this tkinter library. It has complete toolkit for using that GUI tools. Then matplotlib, okay, that is used for creating different plots. Okay, we have charts, graphs and plots, no? So like in Excel you have a list of data. For that we can create so many charts, like pie chart, bar chart, and this wave kind of plots can be done, no? Line chart. So this kind of charts can be generated for the data. So that will be available in matplotlib. So all these things are special libraries which are available for download, okay, for importing. See,